Well, as per the top government sources, we are learning that Modi government wants to put a check on the powers of Waqf boards to make any property as Waqf asset. Government sources have also told CNN News 18 that the cabinet on Friday evening cleared around 40 amendments in the Waqf Act, and as per the proposed amendments, the claims on properties by Waqf boards will be mandatorily verified. We'll bring you more details with regards to what exactly are these amendments. We have CNN News 18's Payal Mehta joining us on the phone line. Payal, a very good morning to you. Please walk us through all the details you have about these amendments being made, also the verification procedure now.
Well, Sakshi, you do understand that there are a lot of controversies around controversial properties around the Waqf Board. That is going to be something which is going to be watched out for, because remember, the Waqf Boards have approximately 8.7 lakh properties, which is amounting to around 9.4 lakh acres. And in 2013, the UPI government had given more powers to Waqf Boards by bringing amendments to the original act. However, now the government wants to bring in changes, especially with the fact that they would like representation to be given to women in the central Waqf Board and the state Waqf Boards, and sweeping powers of the Waqf Board to state claim on any property and also to delay the survey on such property on most states is going to be something that is going to be amended, something to be watched out for. So the sweeping power of the Waqf Board is going to be brought under control. This bill is expected to be brought in, sometime the last week of Parliament, which begins tomorrow. We'll have to just wait and see how the other parties really react to it, how the opposition parties react to it. And there's going to be a tribunal which is going to be set up in place so that the board, because the final decision of the board can also be ratified by the tribunal, and especially the sweeping power of the Waqf Board can be kept under control as well. That is something which the government really wants to do. It is going to be extremely important given the fact that there are several disputing properties that are there across various states. There are 30 Waqf Boards across the country, and this is going to be extremely significant in the wake of the upcoming elections in Maharashtra, Haryana and Jharkhand, where there are many Waqf Board properties that have been under the radar.
Right. Also, Payal, if you could give us a little bit of context about the bill proposing any such amendment for any of those disputed land claimed by the Waqf Boards?
Well, of course, like I said, that the amendments that are going to be proposed are two amendments. For example, there are two amendments that are going to be watched out for. There's amendment to the bill. In fact, Article 14 and Article 9, if I remember very, very clearly, that is going to allow, some changes to be made to the Waqf Board original act to, in fact, give more powers, in the sense, it won't be sweeping powers, that will be given to Waqf Board, because the government understands that, in many states, this has been a huge issue, given the fact that the Waqf Board stakes claim on multiple properties. But whether they can stake claim on multiple properties or whether a tribunal decision will be final will be very important. Also, the central Waqf Board and the state Waqf Board do not have representation for women as well. But that is something which is going to be ensured this time around. But how will the government explain this to the people of the country? That will be very, very important, especially with the opposition going hammer and tongs against them, saying that they've been to a particular community. That's something which is going to be very, very important to watch out for.
Right. Payal, please stay on with us. We have VHP's Vinod Bansal also joining us on the broadcast. Vinodji, thank you so much for speaking to CNN News 18. Would like a word from you over this particular bill which is being proposed by the Union Cabinet over checking the powers of Waqf Board. How do you look at it?
Definitely, the exorbitant powers which have been given by the Congress government in the past has looted the crores and crores of money of the government, land of the country. You see, the way the Waqf Board is working in these days is known to everybody. How they capture the entire blazes, even the ancient and age-old temples and the property of the religious communities. The thing is that the way they have looted the land of the country, that must immediately be stopped. It is required by and the voice is being raised by every countryman. You see, the powers which have been given to the Waqf Board has never been given by any country. Even the Muslim country doesn't have such type of powers. And no such board is there in many of the Muslim countries as well. Not only amendment, I would say that the entire this Waqf Board Act should be scrapped, because you see the way it is working, it is neither in the interest of the Muslim community nor in the rest of the other religious communities of the country. The way they have been given the powers which has not been given by the to the court and even the Prime Minister of the country are being exercised by the Waqf Board, because they can one fine morning they can declare that it is our property and nobody can challenge it in the court of law. Everybody has to first approach to those people who have captured the money, and then only they can go to the High Court or Supreme Court, not below that court. And you see, the large amount of the land is in their captivity, and the thing is that, how they are being utilized is also not for basically for the religious purposes. You see, the money is being looted, and it has been used for the anti-social and anti-military elements also. The thing, the Waqf Board properties are being used as for the terror funding also. But it is not for the welfare of any countryman. Even to the Muslim community, it is not doing anything. And you see, the Structure Committee and other committees also said that what is the condition of the Muslim community. Even though this is the biggest land owner of the country after the railways. And you see, even though it is not being used for the welfare of the countrymen. That's why the powers must be withdrawn. Whatever the land has been captured, it should be free and given to the original owners. And you see, for 123 properties in Delhi, even the VHP, Vishnu Hindu Parishad, is fighting for that. Even though that it is not being claimed by the VHP. The VHP is fighting for the freeing the property and given right to the central government and the state government.
Right, Mr. Bansal. Right. That's all the time we have. My apologies to you. Thank you so much for speaking to CNN News 18 and putting your perspective across. Would like to thank Payal Mehta also for bringing us all of those information.